What is going on today, guys? Stix10 here, and today we are going to look at our first practice matches of Sinister Cup. Here's my squad that I'm running, and we're going to jump right into the battles here against Indigo. Thank you for these battles, man. Do appreciate it. And we've got Bayonet versus Haunter here. You can see that Shadow Claw is just tearing Haunter apart. Haunter is pretty squishy. You can see it goes down, no problem. We did have to use one shield to survive that, but we've got a Shadow Ball powered up, ready to go into Alolan Marowak. And so you can see he's definitely going to shield this up, I think. Our Bayonet is going to do some damage and go down there. So let's see, we bring out Steelix. Steelix is good. It is good here in this situation. Gonna tank a Shadow Ball there. He switches out to Empoleon. I'm going to have to switch out immediately. I bring out my Poliwrath, which is going to do super effective damage with those power-up punches. We're going to start doing a little bit more damage with the bubbles. I am running Bubble on this one. You could also run Legacy Mudshot, but Bubble does work, and you don't need a Legacy move, which is awesome. So Alolan Marowak comes back out. We're going to get some more power-up punches going here, and main reason for power-up punches is so that Bubble does more work. He does shield that up. We shield in return. Going to be a Bone Club, I think. There's the Bone Club, and we are doing work with those bubbles, and I think that's why Bubble might be better than Mudshot here, guys. You know, you're doing more damage with those fast moves. After you get those power-up punches going. So here's Bayonet versus Empoleon. This is a bad matchup. That Waterfall is just doing a ton of damage. Definitely not a matchup you want to be in, and gonna have to be something you switch out of. I let it go down. I just want to see how far it would go. He did have to use a shield in order to survive. We bring out Poliwrath again with that bubble and shield up his first move, which is Flash Cannon, and we're gonna farm up a little bit of extra energy here, do a power-up punch. Let's see if he shields this up or not. He's probably pretty far away. Does take a while to get Empoleon going. So he brings out Haunter. We're gonna do an Ice Punch here, because that will do quite a bit of damage if it goes unshielded, and it does. So Haunter goes down quickly. Keep that in mind, guys. You are going to want Power-Up Punch, Ice Punch on your Poliwrath. And there you go. Power-Up Punch not doing a whole lot there. And just trying to get to that Ice Punch so we can do a little bit of work here against Medicham. Medicham, he does use his last shield, which is what we were really going for there. And we're going to fall here. Allow our Poliwrath to go down. Steelix is going to come in. We've got one shield remaining. We are going to block this power-up punch and go into the next round. And let's see, we do get a charge move off. So there is our crunch. I think that is one of the main reasons Steelix is good in this cup. If you've got that shiny flex as well, if you've got that. So Poliwrath versus Bastiodon here. Definitely going to be a solid matchup for us. He knows that. He switches out immediately, and we get the switch to Bayonet, and gonna shield up this what should be a Bone Club. He got me on that one. Thought it was going to be a Shadow Ball. It was not. We do farm up some extra energy there. We've got a Shadow Claw, or Shadow Ball ready to go. We want to see what comes in. It's Empoleon, so we are going to hit that Thunder. Once again, going to want those second moves on these Mons, guys, to be competitive. He does shield that up, and we do fall to that Waterfall very quickly. See, doing work. We bring out the Poliwrath again. Power-up punches. And I think that's, so far, guys, those power-up punches just start building those bubbles up. Your bubbles are going to be doing a ton of damage once you get a few power-up punches going, and your opponents are just not going to be able to survive. We do shield this up. It is going to be another Flash Cannon into ours. On Poliwrath, you could actually run Hydro Pump as well, maybe to get a little bit more maybe a surprise move like here against Bastiodon where shields are down. Could be a viable strategy. Honestly though, with power-up punches and bubbles, you're going to be doing a ton of work. So there we go. Here's a match against Shiny here. Thank you for these matches. We actually did 3 and the recording on the first 2 failed, so this is our 3rd match. You can see I'm farming up a little bit of extra energy there. We are going to shield up this flamethrower. And here we go into a Earthquake. We'll see if we can get the shield. Oh, we actually, she does not shield that up thinking it was a shield bait. And we are going to take her down with a crunch here. Likely not going to shield. I knew she was just getting close to the next flamethrower and I wanted to preserve my Steelix. So we did use that energy, but we have some extra built up. She brings out her own opposing Steelix. Here, I probably should have shield baited, honestly. She had 2 shields left. There was no reason for me to use an Earthquake here. I did have extra energy built up, and at this point I decide to allow my Steelix to fall. Not too worried about losing it at this point. It's done its job, and it could be a liability to use that last shield on it. It does switch. I don't necessarily have to switch there because those bubbles are going to be doing quite a bit to Alola Marowak, so we do switch to Bayonet and allow it to fall. Gonna hit a power-up punch. Not gonna do a lot to Alola Marowak. No reason to shield up power-up punches. Do need to keep track of it could have Hydro Pump, guys, so just make sure that you're counting those moves, and if it could have Hydro Pump, so you want to know how many bubbles or how many mud shots I've done, so because I could one-hit KO the Alolan Marowak with Hydro Pump. Might be something we look at in a future video. So here you go, Steelix with no shields left, and boom, it is down for the count with just those bubbles. So Alola Marowak versus Poliwrath. Once again, going to be a good matchup here. And this is, Dustin, thank you for these matches, man. Do appreciate it. Just getting some early practice in here, guys. Never hurts to see what's good. I wanted to run the same team as 6 for this video. We'll change it up as we go along. He brings out Bronzong with his Confusion. So we do have to switch out. Bayonet might not have been the best to bring out in that situation. I think that's one situation where Medicham would have been better to bring since he did have Bronzong. I do allow it to fall here. Not too worried about losing it. Bronzong has basically 1 hit. We bring out Poliwrath again. Take 1 more bubble to knock it out. And then waiting on his next mon to come in, we do hit a power-up punch so we can get those bubbles doing more damage here against Alolan Marowak. And you can see we hit another one back to back. So not doing a whole lot of damage there on the charge moves, but it's mainly to get more damage as you go. He swaps into Scizor. And Scizor's an interesting pick because of its bug typing. I actually kind of like it against the psychic types. It's going to be a solid pick. Here we switch in, and let's see what he's Night Slash. So shields are down. At this point, I might have been able to go for Crunch and got him and knocked him out. I'm not exactly sure, but we're going to go for the Earthquake. I have to sim that out actually and see. But definitely Earthquake is going to knock him out. And then Alola Marowak's going to come out and we'll be able to get 1 crunch off and that will finish it. Bone Club here, not in range to KO. Going to be close, but we'll be able to get to a crunch and actually over tap there. So, close match though. Definitely a solid practice battle. Bayonet versus Drifloon. This is an interesting one. Drifloon is a pretty good Pokemon for this cup. And we'll see, you can see here Shadow Claw is doing quite a bit to it. So hits Ominous Wind, and we hit a Shadow Ball back at it. There, I guess, I mean, I get the shield, but I don't know if that was the best use of my energy. And then I am going to allow Bayonet to fall. No worries there. A little bit left on that Drifloon. Bring out Steelix. It's going to build up some energy, absorb those hexes, and Lucario comes out. So that's going to be a problem for Steelix. I do shield up the power-up punch, and I hit the Earthquake. Once again, probably could have went for the Crunch to get a shield bait and possibly get a second Crunch off. Maybe. It would have been close. Poliwrath comes out. At this point, Lucario's pretty powered up, so we've got an issue. And definitely going to lose this one. GG to Dustin. Thank you very much for that loss. And you can see, definitely put ourselves in a bad position there against that Lucario. That's one problem with Steelix, obviously. So we bring out the Medicham this time. I think it's going to have a better chance against that Lucario. And that's one reason I am running the 2 fighters right now on my team, to give me that flexibility. We did not use a Alolan Raichu in any of these matches, mainly because nobody was running Poliwrath. I think that's going to be one of the times I could have used it against Drifloon, possibly. Need to sim out that match. It may be bad just because of the ghost typing and everything, but the flying type, we'd be able to hit it for a lot of damage. But Drifloon is pretty bulky in the Great League, so just keep that in mind. Here we go for another Crunch against Alolan Marowak. You can see it did not KO, but we're pretty close at this point, and I'm going to shield up that Bone Club, just save some HP. Did use our last shield there. I didn't necessarily need to do that. The problem is whatever he brings out, if I'm weak to it, I did kind of waste that. I'm going to get Earthquake off here against Bronzong. Should do quite a bit. Once again, could have shield baited there instead, but we are able... Oh, and I overtap. So that was my bad on that part. I did overtap there for sure. And that cost me, that Earthquake would have done quite a bit, but we've got Medicham coming in, so that is going to be, it's going to be close, but he's got 2 in the back, so I'm trying to remember what he has in the back now. Psyshock, going to be close there, and this is going to finish off Bronzong. So definitely some good matches here, early meta matches here, and we do finish off the Scizor in the back. So GG, thank you Dustin again. And guys, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, comment, do all that business. You guys know what to do. And as always guys, keep on battling.